The next supplication is one which everybody knows, basically, that before we eat, we should say Bismillah. And this is in a hadith which was narrated by Aisha radiallahu anha, that she quoted the Prophet ﷺ as saying, إِذَا أَكَلَ أَحَدُكُمْ طَعَامًا فَلْيَقُلْ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ. If any one of you eats, he should mention the name of Allah. He should say Bismillah. Now this is very simple, Bismillah. And Allah, in His mercy, had His Prophet guide us to this very simple supplication, which, when done with regards to the food that we eat, and we eat regularly, at least 3 times a day, we turn that act of eating, which is normally a mundane physical act to feed our systems, our bodies, keep ourselves alive and functioning. He gave us a simple formula which, when said, turns that simple act of eating into an act of worship. And this is something unique in Islam among the world religions, that we worship Allah while we eat. That act of eating itself becomes an act of worship of Allah. But of course, it is to say Bismillah, but also to be sure that what we're eating is halal. Because of course, if what we're eating is haram, we're going to be shy to say Bismillah before it. As a Muslim, one would feel shy to say Bismillah and eat something which was haram or drink something which was haram. So it is a kind of a reminder for us also that if we can't say Bismillah before what we're eating, then we know we're off the track. We need to get ourselves back in line. So on one hand, the food itself or drink that we're taking should be halal, and also it should have been earned by a halal way for this act of eating then to become an act of worship. The other point that should be kept in mind, the other point, is that when we eat, to keep it as an act of worship, we should also eat moderately. Because Prophet ﷺ had said, the believer eats as if he has only one stomach, whereas the disbeliever eats as if he has 7. Believer should therefore eat moderately. And he said that we should eat 1/3, drink 1/3, and leave 1/3 for breathing. So, as he said, the worst container that a person can fill is one's stomach. So a believer eats moderately, he doesn't overeat, controls what he eats, he makes sure what he eats is halal, that is permissible among the things which Allah has made permissible, and at the same time he says Bismillah, he calls Allah, uses Allah's name before he begins to eat.